Aquí, como no se mantenga lo que es la pesquería, esto va en decadencia. Todo año tras año va cayendo y es algo que es abismal. Lo estamos viendo estos últimos años, que cada vez la pesca va cayendo más. Y como no le pongamos algún remedio, aquí no hay futuro. Esto está claro que en huerta de 10 años o 15 esto está todo perdido.
Illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing is devastating marine ecosystems and stripping the means of survival from coastal communities dependent on fish for food and income. Illegal fishing is also often linked to human and labour rights violations, modern slavery, human trafficking and corruption.
Ini tempat processing ikan. Kami ditempatkan di sini tidurnya.
Illegal fishing is highly profitable. Over 20% of the world's seafood catches are estimated to be illicit, with a value of around 14 billion euros a year. That means that 1 in 5 of the fish on our plates could have been caught illegally.
Mas quando o barco sai para o alto mar, chega para o meio, troca-se. A parte tiram aquela parte da sacola, porque a parte da sacola é grande, então usamos aquela pequena. Então, o que acontece? Aquela rede tem espécies que não pode levar. A espécie mais pequena. Já é massacre.
The European Union is the world's largest seafood market and the 4th largest consumer of fish globally, with a large fishing fleet operating worldwide. This gives the EU considerable power and responsibility to fight IUU fishing on a global scale. Over the past decade, the EU has led the fight against illegal fishing with its pioneering IUU fishing regulation. This EU law requires strict controls on seafood imports, tracks fish from net to plate, and enables the EU to enter into dialogue with other nations and even to impose a seafood trade ban on countries that persistently fail to tackle IUU fishing. However, a lack of ambitious and harmonious implementation of these rules across member states is weakening the EU's efforts to tackle illegal fishing practices. EU decision-makers need to push for the enforcement and full implementation of existing rules. They must advocate for greater fisheries governance and transparency, including through the use of technology in the EU and abroad, as tackling illegal fishing requires a global effort. The EU IUU Fishing Coalition, an alliance of 5 non-governmental organisations, is committed to ending IUU fishing. We collaborate with policymakers, both within and outside the EU, and with the seafood industry to bring transparency and accountability to the global seafood sector. Our goal is to ensure that all seafood is legally and sustainably sourced. Ending IUU fishing would mean a level playing field for law-abiding European fishers. No seafood tainted with forced labour and environmental destruction on EU citizens' plates. A healthy ocean, vital for food security and prosperity, which acts as a key buffer against the impacts of climate change. Join us in protecting our ocean against illegal fishing, for both people and the planet.